Oh, okay. So, what I'm doing tonight is kind of awkward, semi-awkward, I don't know, off the cuff, reading some of my favorite poetry works to the recording. So, I just read 2 pieces in the book Mark just gave me by Mary Oliver named Dreamworks. And then I read a piece from We Become New. So for the next 10 minutes, maybe, in this recording, I'm going to read my very favorite poems from an internet poet, contemporary, lives right now, coming to New York, I don't know, over the next couple months. It's a Kickstarter project. It is Tuesday, 2:11 a.m., June 15th, 2010, right now. I put together a bit of a compilation, I guess, for someone named Kevin, and I'm just looking at that online right in front of me, and I'm going to start with the first poem of hers that I ever read, just to get a little relevant to Courtney. I mean, if you're here, then you know me, because there's probably going to be 3 people who watch this. But yeah, so I read this way before posting it on this Tumblr blog, way before I had the Tumblr blog. A Short Letter to an Old Love by Maya Stein. Forgive me, my viciousness, my name-calling, my absent-minded mishaps, my cruelties and calamities in all the ways you fumbled while I fled. Forgive my anger, my flight, my bad timing, my ill-conceived attempts at disappearing, my slipping into any available pothole just to get a little bit of air. Forgive my haste, my impatience, my mess, my chaotic heart. Forgive me my clumsiness while you fell unattended into the busy, dirty street. I didn't know how to say it at the time, and even now, any word between us is a monster crawling out of a still febrile cave, a great rolling of bat wings. It's just that our hands couldn't fit together, that's all. Rainer Maria Rielke on the importance of questions. Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart. And try to love the questions themselves. Do not seek the answers which cannot be given to you, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything, she says. Live the questions. Maya Stein. Which possible light away from the center of the terrible heat I, too, can forget? Instead, I cozy up the pliant cotton of my couch, the brocade of a pillow, the fur of my yellow dog, and meditate on my lurk. On my luck, she says. The good weather, the mail, the novel I am reading, which eases me into sleep each night. But then this. A swarm of crosses deep in the heart of the desert plain. Brutal epiphany, and I'm made instantly 3,000 times smaller. A fraction of a fraction, a small burning atom that cannot fathom how to move, or which possible light to swim toward. I'm pretty convinced Maya Stein went to the Burning Man when she wrote that poem. The photograph she posted with it looks from there. I posted a poem from, not a poem, I mean, it's a photograph. Matt took San Sebastian. God, it's gorgeous. Next poem. Surrender by Maya Stein. Even when it is so late, I forget to make the list, pointing my way through tomorrow and spell badly the simplest words and burn my tongue on tea. Even when it is so late, I am a shell of myself peering from wide red eyes into the thrumming ether of midnight. Even when it is so late, it is useless to keep time, silly to eat or drink anymore, and phone calls are out of the question. Even when it is this late, it is never too late to put it all down. The lists, the words, the bloodshot midnights, and listen, patient as a mountain, as she sleeps. Each breath is unceremonious as the next, but still my heart sprints regardless. I realize it's not her surrender I'm so grateful for. It's mine. The next one I have posted is a picture of Maya herself, I think, on a beach in California. She's got a fit but curvy 34-year-old body and short, dykey hair with a two-piece swimsuit and stripes, sexy hips, and a belly button. And this is a paragraph. This isn't a poem in the same way. But she says, and I relate to this, which is why I read it. I tend to forget that my body is like a piece of machinery with a limit to how much it can be pushed and pulled and thrown hither and thither. So I am always surprised when it doesn't work the way I expect. When there's an ache or a tightness or inflexibility that makes doing something more difficult, I tend to ignore it or try to, thinking that the kinks will simply work themselves out and I'll be just like new again, bouncing back into the bones of the 12-year-old girl I imagine in my mind's eye perpetually inhabit. But maybe because it's spring, or maybe because I'm about to turn the big 3-5, or maybe because I'm finally getting it, that because I'm about because I'm not indestructible. But right now I feel like I need a serious tune-up or an oil change or one of those 50,000 mile checkups, or maybe a few of my parts replaced. Via Maya. Yeah, so I'm sure she wrote that in 2 minutes. Daylight. No mirror ever became iron again. No bread ever became wheat. No ripened grain ever became sour fruit. Mature yourself and be secure from the change for the worse. Become the light. That one is by Rumi. I'm going to start this over and read that again.